Now to a story of a man who has quite an interesting resume, a former childhood movie star with degrees from 2 prestigious universities. And now he's a professor at Case Western.
Will Uick has the story of how one kid went from working with the likes of Dustin Hoffman, Al Pacino, Robin Williams, Bill Murray, Warren Beatty, to teaching law.
We'd spent most of the class, introducing the facts.
Charlie Korsmo is used to an audience, but it hasn't always been students.
The board to consider other constituencies.
In fact, you've probably seen his work, although you may know him better as Jack Banning.
Yo, Peter Pan.
Or Siggy Marvin.
Hi.
Or Kid.
You can't fool me.
Or even William Lichter. But to Case Western law students, he's Professor Korsmo.
When I first started, I was nervous about it, and it was awkward. I remember my first student evaluations. One person had said, "He never addressed the elephant in the room." I'm going in there for the first time to teach a class, and I'm like, I hope nobody brings up Can't Hardly Wait.
After growing up on the silver screen in movies like Hook, Dick Tracy, and What About Bob, Charlie decided that Hollywood wasn't for him, so he went to a normal high school and then on to MIT, before moving to Washington, D.C. for a science job, which turned out to be a policy job. So he figured a law degree may come in handy. Why not go to Yale?
Well, I think they, if you get a leg up if you know Steven Spielberg. The first case we're going to look at.
After clerking and working at a law firm, Charlie and his wife decided they wanted a family, and he started looking for a teaching job to settle down. Now, 8 years into teaching at Case, and the former actor blends in as a professor.
For the first time, starting to see, a generation of students who, they didn't really grow up with those movies. They're starting to be too young for Hook to have been a movie they saw as kids.
Never letting me blow bubbles in my chocolate milk.
This is the end of the line for the shareholders. Within 20 minutes of talking about corporate finance in class, nobody's thinking about movies anymore.
And although he looks back on his childhood in Hollywood fondly,
when I look back on it, the one I probably had the most fun making was Can't Hardly Wait. In terms of, movie, I look back on the performance and I'm pleased with. I'd say Dick Tracy.
he knows deep down he made the right move.
Louis.
I'm happy with the way things turned out. I quit at the right time. Every few months, someone will send me some article on the internet where I'm always the counterexample to all the former child stars who are in rehab at this point.
Will Uick,
So yeah, I was very fortunate.
Channel 3 News.
That's a Hollywood screenplay right there.
It is amazing, where he went from there, and you got to wonder the grueling schedule that they have when they are doing those movies.
Oh, sure,
I'm
definitely.
sure that came in handy when studying.
Yeah, that's interesting. I knew about the other movies, but Can't Hardly Wait, the movie, that is one of the funniest movies ever. And I did not realize he was in that, but seeing him now, I get it.
Now I'm going to have to go to Blockbuster.
You should watch it. Make sure the kids are in bed.
Yeah, okay,
when you're
okay.
watching it. But
That's good to know.
But it's very funny.
Right.